Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into an epic adventure that you absolutely won't want to miss. Get ready to have your minds blown because we're talking about a crossover so unexpected, so awesome, it practically writes itself into legend. Imagine, for a moment, two iconic worlds colliding. The lightning-fast heroics of Sonic the Hedgehog and the charming mushroom-dwelling community of the Smurfs. That's right. We're pitting Sonic against Dr. Eggman, but this time, the stakes involve tiny blue friends and a very grumpy evil scientist. Buckle up, because this is going to be a wild ride. Our story kicks off, as many great stories do, with a peaceful day suddenly turning upside down. Picture this. The idyllic Smurf village, usually buzzing with happy Smurfs going about their daily lives. Baker Smurf baking delicious treats. Painter Smurf creating masterpieces, Brainy Smurf. Well, being Brainy Smurf is suddenly plunged into chaos. The air fills with the familiar menacing whir of a giant metallic contraption descending from the sky. It's not a bird, it's not a plane, it's Dr. Eggman. And he's not just making a social call. Eggman, ever the villain with a grand scheme, has somehow stumbled upon the secret location of Smurf Village. Maybe he followed a trail of delicious Smurf berries. Maybe he intercepted a message, who knows? What we do know is that he sees the Smurfs as the perfect, unsuspecting workforce for his latest, most ambitious, and no doubt, most ridiculous invention. He plans to capture them all, including the wise and wonderful Papa Smurf, and force them to power his new Egg-O-Matic Smurf-powered Doom Machine, or something equally absurd. The Smurfs, being brave little souls, try their best to resist. Vanity Smurf tries to dazzle Eggman with his reflection. Jokey Smurf tries to offer him an exploding present, but Eggman's robots are too numerous and too powerful. In a flash of smoke and whirring gears, Papa Smurf and a large group of the other Smurfs are captured, scooped up into giant cages, and whisked away. The remaining Smurfs are terrified and distraught. Who could possibly help them? They're just little Smurfs. Meanwhile, not too far away, Sonic the Hedgehog is enjoying a well-deserved run through the Green Hill Zone. He's zipping past loops, collecting rings, and generally just being the fastest thing alive. But suddenly, his super-sensitive ears pick up a faint, yet distinct, cry for help. It's not just any cry. It's a tiny, high-pitched cry that sounds surprisingly desperate. Being the hero he is, Sonic doesn't hesitate. He veers off his usual path, following the sound, his curiosity piqued. What could be causing such a ruckus in this usually peaceful area? He quickly arrives at what used to be a bustling Smurf village, now in disarray. Scattered Smurf berries, overturned mushroom houses, and a few remaining very frightened Smurfs are all he finds. He skids to a halt, a whirlwind of blue, and asks, "Whoa, what happened here?" Looks like a giant robot convention crashed the party. One of the braver Smurfs, maybe clumsy Smurf who accidentally tripped into Sonic's path, manages to explain the situation, stammering out the name, Eggman, and pointing in the direction the evil doctor went. Sonic's eyes narrow. Eggman. In a place like this? And he's kidnapped tiny blue people. That's just low even for him. Sonic instantly knows what he has to do. He reassures the remaining Smurfs, a confident smirk spreading across his face. Don't worry, little guys. Nobody messes with my neighborhood without getting a taste of super speed justice. I'll get your friends back. With a nod, Sonic takes off, a blue blur streaking across the landscape, following Eggman's trail. He knows exactly where Eggman would take his captives, to one of his many ridiculously over-the-top secret bases, no doubt. Sonic navigates through treacherous terrain, dodging traps and outsmarting Eggman's generic robot minions. He uses his incredible speed to bypass security systems, spin dashing through walls and loops, all while mentally preparing for the confrontation. He can almost hear Eggman's obnoxious cackle already. Finally, he arrives at Eggman's latest lair, a towering, metallic fortress that looks like a giant, grumpy face. What else? Inside, the captured Smurfs are being herded into a large chamber, with Papa Smurf looking particularly worried. Sonic busts through the main entrance, a chaotic entrance that sends sparks flying. "Alright, Eggman, let's get this over with. What's the big idea kidnapping innocent, tiny blue folk?" Dr. Eggman, who was just about to activate his Smurf-powered doom machine, spins around, startled. "Sonic? How did you find me? And what are these overgrown blueberries to you?" Eggman is furious. His plan is about to be ruined by his arch-nemesis once again. A fierce battle ensues. Sonic zips around Eggman's latest giant robot, dodging lasers and smashing through armor plates. The Smurfs, from their cages, cheer him on, their little voices providing a surprisingly loud chorus of encouragement. Papa Smurf, despite being trapped, tries to offer tactical advice, his wisdom shining through even in peril. Sonic, empowered by their cheers and his own determination, delivers a final powerful spin attack that sends Eggman's machine crashing down in a heap of scrap metal. Eggman, defeated and fuming, makes his usual dramatic escape, vowing revenge. "I'll get you next time, Sonic, and your little blue friends too." With Eggman gone, Sonic quickly frees Papa Smurf and the other Smurfs from their cages. The relief and joy on their faces are palpable. They erupt in cheers, hugging each other and thanking Sonic profusely. Papa Smurf, his usual calm demeanor restored, approaches Sonic with a warm smile. "Thank you, Sonic the Hedgehog. You are truly a hero. We Smurfs are forever grateful." Sonic grins, rubbing the back of his head. "No problem, Papa Smurf. Just doing my part to keep the world safe from Eggman's wacky schemes. You guys are pretty cool for little blue dudes." The Smurfs then invite Sonic back to their village for a celebratory feast. Sonic, always up for a good time and some new experiences, gladly accepts. He gets to try Smurf berries for the first time, finds himself slightly bewildered by the sheer number of Smurfs, and enjoys the lively atmosphere. He even shares a few stories of his own adventures, much to the awe and amusement of the little blue folk. Brainy Smurf tries to analyze Sonic's speed, Handy Smurf tries to figure out how his shoes work, and Hefty Smurf tries to challenge him to a race, which Sonic politely declines, knowing it wouldn't be much of a contest. Through this unexpected adventure, Sonic and the Smurfs forge an incredible bond of friendship. They realize that even though they come from vastly different worlds, they share common values, courage, kindness, and a desire to protect their homes and loved ones. Sonic promises to visit them again and assures them that if Eggman ever causes trouble for them again, he'll be there in a flash. Papa Smurf, in turn, offers Sonic a standing invitation to Smurf Village whenever he needs a break from fighting evil. And that, my friends, is the tale of how Sonic the Hedgehog teamed up with the Smurfs to rescue Papa Smurf from Dr. Eggman. It's a story of courage, unexpected alliances, and the power of friendship across different worlds. Who knew a blue blur and tiny blue people could make such an epic team? It just goes to show that heroes come in all shapes and sizes, and sometimes even in different shades of blue. What an amazing adventure, right? If you love this crossover story as much as I did, hit that like button, share this video with your friends, and tell me in the comments below, what other crazy crossovers would you love to see? And don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more awesome content and exciting tailies. We've got so much more coming your way. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.